Oi, I was 5 years old in 2001 when 9/11 happened. And ever since I've been thinking to myself, why would somebody fly a plane into a building? Like, what were they thinking? Why would somebody commit uh, seppuku? Well, I know what seppuku is when the Japanese warrior to maintain honor cuts themselves in the stomach and just let it rip, let their guts fall out. But I don't want to use the S word. Su Ah, you know which one. But yeah, why would somebody fly a plane into a building, bro? Like it made no sense to me. And I knew I was going down a rabbit hole in high school when people like Osama bin Laden began to make sense. Literally, the 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 suffering of the Arab world began to make sense. At that point, I didn't want to admit it, bro. This is the late 2000s. In like 2014, 2015, I began to look into this. I wasn't radicalized, thank God. I'm not an Islamic extremist, even though I'm Sudanese. I'm not Muslim, bro. I don't even speak Arabic hardly, just maybe a little bit. I can use some words. But something about the Arab world was starting to make sense to me. So I started to sympathize with them, you see. It made sense to me. Obama was not the good guy. It appears Obama is the bad guy. And then I'm looking at Osama. Osama is not even a good guy or a bad guy, but I understand where he's coming from. A lot of these people like Al Qaeda. What am I trying to get at? I believe that we are all thieves. Some of us just admit it. I'm a thief. You're a thief. You will not admit it though, but that's fine. Your country is a country of thieves. The United States is a country of thieves. You see, it is the greatest country. It is this, whatever you want to call it, is the best country. God bless America. God bless Australia. God bless Europe. Because those countries, they step on the back of other poorer countries. They take their resources, they take their oil, they're sort of like not up to our level of metacognition. What am I trying to say here? There is cognitive dissonance in people in first world that they don't want to admit that they are just leeches, that we are leeching on the back of third world countries. We use whatever we can to suppress them and to maintain our power, and nobody wants to let go. We want that gas. We want that oil to be, low. We want our iPhones to be cheaper. We want this and that to be cheaper. We want our clothes to come from China at the Timu type of prices. And so we go around bullying other countries that are weaker than us. We use the nuclear weapons. If that if that don't work, we use politics, sort of manipulation, manipulating a public and putting somebody in charge that's a leader that's a sort of a dictatorial leader, a sort of autocratic sort of leader. We place that leader in charge of each country and we suppress its people. We dumb them now. We use propaganda, we use anything. And that's just outside of the country. In the countries you live in, they use the policeman, mm, they use the army, they use the politician, they use your normal leaders in the community to suppress you and keep you sort of domesticated like an animal, similar to a cat or a dog. And it made sense to me why these a lot of these Middle Easterns would hate the West because they see us as just domesticated animals that have no idea what's going on. And our countries, yeah, use our children, take them overseas, deploy them, and get them to hurt other people. And then they say, oh, no, no, that's not what we're doing. Look over here, sport. We got the grand final of this. Oh, no, no, look at the celebrity awards. And the Middle East are screaming like, look at our plight. Look at our suffering. We are dying for you to be comfortable, but you're not listening. So people like Osama just said, fuck this, bro. Let's just hit them where it hurts. Let's hit them in their home. That's the only way they will wake up. And so 9/11 was sort of like the Middle East saying, we're tired of your government killing us, and then you guys are dumb enough to eat up anything. They manipulate reality and they use that reality as propaganda. Or in other words, some Noam Chomsky or Edward Bernays, what's the other word? Manufacturing consent, social engineering. We're all domesticated animal, and the Middle East just wants us to wake up and see that how comfortable lives, your comfortable life, when you got in the car, I don't know where you're watching this, the screen you're watching this, is to be made cheaper for you, so you remain docile, you remain domesticated, compliance, you remain understanding of your government, and they remain the good guy because they're feeding you, you know. And it's the day your government stops feeding you, feeding the dog that is you. It's the day you'll wake up and get angry, and then you'll side with the Middle East. I kind of understand why the terrorists do what they do. It makes sense. Would I join them? No. Would I support them? No. But on an ideological level, I understand why they do it. Our countries go around manipulating their countries, hurting them, robbing them, and then they bring the loot to us and sell it to us for cheaper to keep us happy in the West. That's all that's happening. And people do it in the West too. The white collar crime, the blue collar crime is what you're aware of, you see. But the white collar crime, you're not aware of that. You are just a sort of a patient in a open mental asylum. That's what a country is. That's what all countries are. Welcome to the real world where love is just for hire. Take money, make money. Think of your survival, or you'll be living in the wild. Shout out Flows Dillion, a great Australian rapper. Bye bye. You domesticated animals. Don't be offended, bro. That's just how it is, bro. Goodbye, bro. Goodbye, bro. Oh, one more thing. Let that sink in. Don't go consuming other videos, bro. If you go consuming other videos, what we just spoke of will just come out of the other year and out of the other year, and then you're just talking all these Al Qaeda, these Middle East, they hate us because we're the greatest country. You are a useful idiot for the government. You are the reason why we have cheaper gas prices. You, sir, are the reason why the children in the Congo are working on landfill to have cobalt in your iPhone. You, sir, are the problem. You are the devil. The terrorist is just sort of reacting, which is part of the whole universe. You poke a bear, it reacts. If you add a stimulant, there's an effect, you see. But also the stimulant, the cause and effect. There is no cause and effect. If you push something or if you make a movement, they're bound to be an effect. And the terrorism is just an effect of that, of our greed, of our selfishness. These traits are not negative. They're just something that exists because you exist. Greed exists because you exist. Selfishness exists because you exist. These are not foreign to you. They are vital. Goodbye. Have a good day. It was lovely talking to you once again. I am PD Kettlehead, and you are being the gang.